kind of a quick follow-up to the video I did last night, a few magazine options. Well, I was talking about this little single pouch, single mag pouch by Gunmate, actually. Universal single mag pouch, Gunmate accessories. I bought this at Academy Sports. It was like $7, and I really like it, and I still do. I've worn this for about 3 weeks or so, almost every day. The material on it is pretty, the canvas is pretty thick. It's thick up here in the flap where it closes over. It's pretty rigid. I think it's a well-made little product. The sewing on it, the stitching is good. I haven't had any problems with it. I like it. For $7, I think it's a good buy. I also mentioned that they have double mags. All right, I'll stop by there today, and I picked one up, and I can't say the same about it. Okay, the flaps, number one, are very narrow. And I know people are going to say, well, that's because it's a double mag. But it's nowhere near as thick or rigid. It's foamy. It's got a little bit of padding, but it's still real thin and foamy. The canvas material is very, very thin. And the stitching is adequate, but it's nowhere near as nice as the other one. And it has no rigidity to it at all. I am not at all happy. This thing's going back tomorrow. While I think this for $7 is an excellent buy, this for $9, I do not think that it is. But that's my opinion. I'm not at all happy with this. It's going back. But, if you have an Academy Sports or place that sells Gunmate, check them out. It might be something you want to use. This I really like, though. One other thing before we get started here, guys, I want to give a shout out to Brothers Keeper. And he's going to have a link down below. Now, this guy is really a channel that you probably already know about. If you're subbed to me, chances are you're already subbed to him. But if you're not, go check him out. He's a law enforcement officer. He's very, very smart. He gives very good videos. And he's an all-around good dude. If you ask him a question about something, he will get back to you on it. And as I mentioned on this channel many, many times before, guys, I have the utmost respect for our military and our law enforcement officers because they do what is, most of the time, a very thankless job. So go check him out. Links below. You notice something about the Henry. Got a scope on it. Okay. Now, I've talked about scoping this before, which I always had planned on doing, but I always had planned on getting that old Tasco $10 tube. Remember that? And the reason for that is simple, guys. I've talked about this on other videos. The effective range of a 22, guys, is out to about 150 yards. General effective range. Now, if you're somebody who can set bottles up on a fence post and walk 200 yards back and knock one of them off, good for you. I'm not saying that you can't do that, because you can. But I'm just saying the general effective range is out to about 150 yards. So a 4-power scope on a 22 is all you need, in my opinion. If you want something more than that, by all means, that's up to you. I'm not knocking you for it. But I had a buddy of mine that has a Ruger 1022, and he's got about a $350 scope on it. It's like 6 to 40 power. What the hell do you need that on a 22 for? Unless maybe you're doing some competitive shooting or something like that. Again, my opinion, okay? So don't jump all down my throat if you're one of those guys who wants to buy a $150 rifle or $220 rifle in this case and then stick a $500 scope on it. That's what you want to do. That's you. That's up to you. But, I've always said, hey, $10 Tasco scope is fine. In fact, I still got... here's the package for it. It's just a 4-inch scope. It's a BSA 22 special for 22 caliber rifle or air rifle. That's it. 3/8-inch dovetail, so it popped right on. And this one, while it's a little bit more than $10, it was normally $24.99. It was on sale for $16. So for $7 more than I was going to pay, I got it a little bit nicer looking scope. The power's the same. It is a little bit wider, so it gives a wider field of view a little bit. Had it not been on sale, you'd be seeing a $10 Tasco tube on there. Trust me. Okay? Because they work great for a 22, I think. But this one is very, very nice. I've got to give credit where credit is due. It's all aluminum. The caps are all aluminum. I mean, there's no plastic on it at all. Whenever you do the windage and elevation, the clicks are distinct. So it should hold the zero pretty well on it. And I think it's a nice looking scope. The only drawback that I have to it, you see it sitting back a little bit. It won't clear. This right here just don't want to quite clear the rear sight post. But it does not get in the way of the field of the view. When it comes up, it bumps it, so it would ride on top and put the scope at an angle. I didn't want that. I'm not going to take it off. So we just moved it back. But the eye relief is good, and it's very functional. I was also going to put a side trigger or hammer extension on it, but you know, I can get to it with no problem. So I think everything's fine the way it is. It also comes with some lens covers or lens caps. They are tinted, and so you put it on. The only problem here again, won't quite go on, so I may cut that out so it'll fit. But at any rate, that's it. It was, like I said, it was $16. Had it still been $24, we'd have the Tasco. But we're going to try to zero that this weekend, and if we can, we'll get some footage of that and we'll get it popped in. I'm going to zero it at about probably 50 or 75 yards. That's generally what I do a 22 at, and we'll go from there. So remember, brother's keeper down there, guys, and hey, that's all I got for now. Talk to y'all later.